Youth runner here with Ventura star Sadie Engelhardt. She has many records, ladies and gentlemen. National, under 20, but today she is the all-time greatest ever to be at Woodward Park, 16:24.2, taking down the 2017 performance of Claudia Lane from Malibu at 16:30.3. Riley Blade right behind now, number 3 all-time, 16:31.3. As a woman that is in Ventura County, where Claudia was as well, that grew up, you know, understanding like her multiple-time national champion and multiple-time state champion and course record holder here, is it a little bit more like profound for you at the fact that it was someone that you knew about growing up and someone that you wanted to aspire to be at her level?
For sure. I think, I've been watching her since, you know, I was in like 6th grade. My dad put her on YouTube and we just kind of watch her, you know, crush all these cross-country courses. So, that was a huge goal. I never thought, you know, I could be close to that 16:31, you know, starting out as a freshman, running 17:02. But yeah, just, I mean, I love to see just the improvement. And yeah, I think I'm headed in the right direction for sure.
Speaking of, you know that I know that a lot of people were potentially pressing the panic button on your behalf, and I was just like, ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand this woman had the longest track season of any athlete, male or female, in California. The cross country is going to take time, it requires patience, it's trusting in the process and whatnot. How much better have you felt about the direction that things are going, not just because of the performance today, but just the way things have gone since Woodbridge? Because I just said, just give Sadie time. As long as she's healthy, everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. But how good have you felt about the past couple weeks?
Yeah, so before any race, like, you know, I talked to my whole like support system, and Matt told me that, you know, my weeks before Woodbridge, you can kind of see they're all over the place. Like, the mileage is not consistent. Some of the workouts, you know, I had to cut them short, etc. So just having like, I guess like 6 weeks just at full mileage, you know, doing well in the workouts. I think that gave me confidence, and yeah, it was kind of tough to come in 5th. I never really, you know, thought that would happen. But yeah, I mean, it's just like everyone's stepping up, the juniors, the seniors, even the sophomores. So yeah, it was definitely a competitive race, but I really wanted to redeem myself, and I feel like I've been feeling strong in everything, and the girls, obviously we have such a great bond, and I think that, you know, lifts that just everyone up as well. So I think everything was pointing to like a good performance today.
Most definitely. I always say, and I just said to the Beckman athletes as well, because they had a humbling experience at Woodbridge and really kind of wanted to, you know, redeem themselves. I mean, obviously, you don't need to redeem yourself for anything ever. It's just the level that you hold yourself to, like you said, that it can be surprising to be like, I never would have anticipated to be 5th in that race. But I always say that this is the legacy course in California, especially now that Mount Sac is not the same course, you know, this year that it was the previous years of your career. So the fact that you had an opportunity to come back and do it on this course, is that even more significant to you?
Yeah, it definitely is. I think this course is super special, and I've always liked this course, like since, you know, my first Clovis. So
heck, you were here even when you didn't get to race when you had bronchitis.
Yeah, exactly. It was just kind of roaming around, wishing I was running, but I think this course is so special, and I'm kind of sad it's my second to last time running it, but we'll make the last time good. So yeah, I'm excited.
Most definitely. I said to Riley, and we'll say to you as well, that when Claudia had to do it, or before that when Sarah Baxter had to do it, or Julia Stamps had to do it, like, you know, all the people that have continued to take that standard, that record into rarefied air, like they always had to do it by themselves, you know?
Yeah.
You can only be the best version of Sadie Engelhardt, she can only be the best version of Riley Blade, but is it, you know, logical for me to think that, you know, the fact that the two of you continue to challenge one another, uplift one another, respect one another the way that you do, that this happens because you don't have to do it all by yourself, and it doesn't turn into a time trial?
Yeah, I have so much respect for Riley, and especially just Santiago in general. I think they're really elevating that competition in California. I think it's cool to have that like top 3, top 4 rivalry, but at the end of the day, we're all friends, and I think it's really special just to, you know, come out here, compete, and know that you have people to run against. And yeah, I'm very humbled to after today, and I think yeah, we all just take. I feel like me and Riley take. I've heard her say this. Take one race at a time and not let it get to our head too much. So yeah, it's great to have people like that to just surround yourself with.
Last thing, speaking of the team, speaking of like this big four, you know, it's just kind of interchangeable, Ventura, Buchanan, Corona Santiago, J. Serra. What do you hope the group takes away from today? Because as we saw last year, the Ventura that was there at Clovis was not the same Ventura that was there at the state meet. So just again, in terms of growth, development, learning, understanding, what do you hope the group takes away from today that will be best applied on November 30th?
Yeah, I think I was telling Alo this on the cool down, but there's this kind of like vibe. It's kind of just like, it's very like patient. Like we all have a sense of like patience this year, and I think like for me that was really shown in like Woodbridge and after Woodbridge, just because it didn't go how I wanted it to go. But I think in general, I think we all have this extreme, you know, goal that we want, and we want it more than anything. And but it's kind of like on the back burner, but everything we do is to get there. And yeah, it's cool to see just everyone, you know, putting their head down, not looking at the prize, looking at the, you know, process, and really focusing in on everything that we can do. And yeah, it was tough today, I guess, like not having Melanie. Just she.
It's a huge component.
Yeah, exactly. She's our second.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. I mean, you take a Melanie True out of any lineup in the United States, and it changes the dynamic.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean. And Josh was saying last night at our team dinner, you know, it's special that we can take away our number 2 and still want to be top 4 and get in that spot. So
especially when every other lineup was at full strength.
And so yeah, we're excited, and I think Melanie's going to be just fine. And we really just wanted to play it safe, and yeah, I'm excited to see what we can do when we're all at 100%.
Most definitely. Well, everybody is always excited to see Sadie Engelhardt race, whether it's at Woodward Park, Woodbridge, or anywhere in between. But again, 16:24.2, a record she always dreamed and aspired to. Now it is very real and very tangible, and we could not be more blessed to behold it all here today at the 45th ASICS Clovis Invitational. So well deserved, my friend. Congrats.
Thank you.